Hi everybody, welcome to Dancingluna Tarot. Today we're going to do a reading for the sign of Taurus for January 2022 for life, love, and career. So we're going to start with a small life spread, and this is for Taurus for January 2022. Taurus, life, January 2022. Taurus has been calling out to me all day to read, so we're gonna tackle Taurus first. Taurus, January 2022. What's going on with Taurus in their life for January 2022? Taurus, January 2022, life. Got the Tower at the bottom of the deck, so I don't know, Taurus, maybe you're going to be going through a shift. Let's see if the Tower comes back out. Knight of Swords, Taurus, life. There's that Tower. Okay. Taurus, life. January 2022. Sometimes the cards are just like that. Like they call to your attention, and then if they really want to be out here, then they show back up. Taurus. Okay. Taurus, it looks like you might have some major changes coming up in January 2022. Fast motion. Let's see. Some more information on the Tower. What is this Tower in regards to? Okay. Knight of Pentacles talks about hard work done to kind of obtain that big pentacle that's in his hands. It's funny because Knight of Swords is fast moving, Tower is fast, but Knight of Pentacles is slow. So maybe, what would you like to receive? Okay. What is this Knight of Swords writing towards? Yeah, so maybe that Knight of Pentacles is there to balance out the speed of this Tower that's going down. Okay, let's see, Taurus. Have some more information on this Tower. Okay. Swords. What is Taurus gaining new perspective on? Please give us a little more information. Okay. Taurus, life, 2022. Okay. Please excuse the noise if you hear noise. I've got 2 teenagers in the house, and you know, they tend to be a little bit loud. So yeah, if you pick up voices on the back end, sorry about that. That's my kids. All right, so Taurus, where are we starting? We're starting you. So January 2022, it's like Knight of Swords. He knows where he's going. He knows what he wants to say. Look at like the determination on his face. He's just like, he looks very determined. He knows where he's heading, and even his horse's face looks determined. So yeah, he's just like full throttle, right? So are you going to be full throttle in January 2022? Maybe moving towards like a shift in perspective. Maybe you're seeing things a little bit differently than you have been in the past. Maybe you're seeing things concerning love a little bit differently. Ace of Cups is like balance, but it's also like overflowing abundance, abundant love. There's a lot of peace there with that dove in the middle. That dove is like calling out to my attention. And doves definitely symbolize peace. Aces are kind of new beginnings, but Ace of Cups is abundant love, and so is King of Cups. So maybe you're sort of looking at love differently, or maybe the way that you receive love, or you know, yeah, maybe sort of your relationship to love, or the way that you speak when it comes to loving relationships is changing and shifting in January 2022. This guy is riding right towards a tower, and towers are sudden upheaval. But even though it looks like destruction, towers are always there to sort of clear the path for the new stuff coming in. So the tower, like the images all look like crazy, like people jumping out of windows, but it's not. It doesn't read like that, especially with the Knight of Pentacles on top of it. So let's see. So yeah, with this Hanged Man here, and this Tower here, and this Wheel of Fortune here, you're definitely experiencing like lots of shifts and changes from the norm in January 2022, a shakeup of the way that things have been in your life. Maybe things have been tough, and that's why the Wheel is here, and that's why the Tower is here to sort of close out a cycle that's been going on, and open up a new cycle. But definitely the Wheel is here to say that it's going in your favor, and the Wheel is turning straight towards a victory. The Six of Wands is a success card. This guy's just like in his glory, right? So the Six of Wands speaks about victory and success. So let's see. I have a feeling that it has to do with either the way that you see love, the way you've experienced love, even though this is talking about life. You know, there's cups here, and so that's coming into play. So, yeah, it may just be a shakeup. Maybe, you know how it's like we see the world through a certain lens, and as we grow, our perspective on things change. So I feel like your perspective is really changing when it comes to love. The King of Cups, he kind of holds back emotion, like he's more balanced, he's more in control of his emotions, although he feels a lot of love. But the Ace of Cups is just an overpouring of love. So maybe you're getting your balance with where you have tended to kind of fall into things head first, maybe sort of impulsively. Maybe you're learning how to like rein that in, and maybe that's the shift that's going on for you. But I think that whatever the change is for you in January 2022, it's not small. It might, it looks like a big change, because you've got change, charging towards change. But at the end of the day, you've got victory over here. Knight of Pentacles, it's like you've been doing some work. Maybe you're improving on your communication. And again, like what this was reading to me, like maybe where you've been sort of in your life in a pattern of like diving into things impulsively, maybe you've started or will be starting to, but it's like you're probably already shifting into a more balanced way of navigating life. Like maybe where you haven't made the best decisions when it comes to yourself, taking care of yourself and your heart. I feel like maybe you're going through a shift into a place of finding your balance, finding how to rein it back in, not be so impulsive. And it's like you're going from impulsivity to balance when it comes to emotion, like the flow of emotion, right? So maybe you're learning about yourself and getting that in check, which is great. Ace of Swords always reads to me as like concise, like It reads of a new beginning, yeah, and that makes sense that it follows a tower. But this new beginning hasn't come without some hard work. So I think that you either have had or are having moving towards an awareness about where you've been sort of holding yourself back, maybe. Where maybe you've been this guy diving backwards out of the tower, but you're moving into this guy who's sitting upright on his horse, and he's got stability, and he's got his stuff in his hands, and this guy looks very sure of himself. So this is rotating like from here to here to here. So yeah, this guy sometimes reads as impulsive to me. So yeah, moving out of impulsivity, getting a new perspective, getting that balance with your emotions. King of Cups is like controlled. So maybe you're gaining some control, and maybe that's sort of shifting for you quickly. Sometimes when we go through these changes, it's like a dark night of the soul, right? And so it can be really uncomfortable when we're elevating and we're going through shifts in consciousness, when we're elevating to higher levels. So just, stay grounded as you go through this change. Don't let it rock you and shake you too much. Whatever discomfort you have, just get quiet and settle in with it, and don't be afraid of it, because the change that you have happening, the shift that you have happening, it's good. The wheel is moving in your favor. It's moving right towards victory. And this is just how it's like, this is how you come out of January 2022, just, upright and in a total victorious success, right? So that is what January life looks like for Taurus for 2022. Okay. Now we're going to talk about love. There's the Empress. Maybe you're finding your Empress, Taurus, in January 2022. She is that totally balanced human, She's where we want to be in terms of the balance of even temperament, firm footing, being sure of ourselves. Let me just talk to the deck for a minute. Taurus Love, January 2022. Please give us some insight for Taurus for love for January 2022. Taurus, January 2022. Love. One more shuffle. Taurus, January 2022. We're here to talk about love. Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you can see her. She kind of tends to wear like a plastic face. Sorry, not maybe that's the wrong word. I'm describing a mask when I say plastic face. Sometimes the messages just float out of the mouth, and then we have to assess kind of like what it means. Okay, all right, you've got Six of Wands again. Okay, but you've got the Emperor and the Hierophant. Okay, Taurus, why are these guys here? Taurus Love. Okay. Sorry, the boys are getting loud out there in the other room. Taurus Love. What's this victory about for Taurus? Oh, Taurus, got some nice balance in the center there, but there's some stuff to work on. This Emperor is hitting to me like it's talking about your person. possible that you're dealing with somebody who might be a little controlling. Wow. I don't know. I'm just getting this strongest hit about this Ace of Pentacles. Like someone is offering something, but it's almost like entrapment. Like the word entrapment is coming to mind. Taurus, I don't know, like who you have around you, but my guard is up. My shoulders are super tensed up right now. Like, guard up. Why are the Ace of Pentacles and Ten of Cups here? Let me make sure you can see these cards. I'm going to talk about these cards in just a minute. I just want to get some more clarity on why this Emperor is here. Because he's reading to me like someone who's in your field. Okay. Yeah. So as soon as this Ace of Pentacles came out, like Ace of Pentacles can mean like an offering. Yeah, but that's like not how it read to me. This came across like right away as like this Emperor. So emperors can be like somewhat controlling. They can be somewhat rigid. They want things their own way. I feel like this might be somebody in your sphere who you're dealing with in regards to love. And these hands, I've never seen this card this way, but the way it's hitting me is like, this is gonna sound weird, but like come here, little girl. Like almost like a trickery. Like is this person love bombing you? Like, do you have a sort of narcissistic type of person in your life? And like this Seven of Wands. Okay, so let's start here. First of all, we should start here. I feel like you might have a lot of emotion for this person, but you might also be a little bit tired with who you're dealing with. Maybe this has something to do also with your life reading about like where have you made impulsive decisions in love in the past, maybe with this style of person who like narcissistic type of people. They love bomb at first, and like they sort of tell you everything you want to hear. They sort of entice you with like all the things that you like, the illusion of what you want, and then but then they sort of withdraw and they breadcrumb you, or they might belittle you. So I feel like this person is coming in with a lot of love, but I feel like a dryness on this person. So careful about like when you enter into relationships, about not pedestaling people and like seeing them in the way that that you want to see them. Like, try to get grounded. I feel like the Seven of Wands is here to say like you really need to get grounded and go within and listen to your intuition when it comes to this person. I'm not saying that this person is a bad person, but a lot of times emperors are like narcissistic type of people are just deeply wounded, and like sometimes people have narcissistic traits, but they're not like a true narcissist. So just trying to get a gauge on what's this person's intentions with Taurus. I feel like when you look at this person, you want to see happiness. Like, you see happiness, but that you can like feel. Page of Pentacles. So I feel like they're trying to still learn about you. But I almost feel like they're trying to learn about like what brings you in. Like this whole left side like reads to me like manipulator. Like sort of this guy trying to figure out what he can do to like bring you in, and it's like I feel like this person's sort of feeding you everything you want to hear, but something inside of you, this girl is here to say that like something inside of you, like you feel something's off. You're tired with this. There's like something about this that it feels out of balance to you. what does Taurus need to do? What does Taurus need to do? I feel like your person needs to like loosen the grip a little bit. Like, I don't know, are they the kind of person who's like a little bit controlling, always wants to know where you are, what you're doing? Perhaps they need to like learn to loosen the grip, but let's see, what does Taurus need to do? What does Taurus need to do in this situation? No, Taurus, I just have like a, and this might not be for all Tauruses. This might even just be a message for someone specific that needs to hear this message. Yeah. One more card for like, what could Taurus, what does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know moving forward? How to proceed, how to take care of themselves in this type of thing. Okay, so these cards are like talking about like, Taurus, go get your groove on. Like, see this girl, she's just leaping and happy. She's kind of like going, you know, she's like going to the party. She's like carefree. So yeah, like, and this woman, she's just sort of in luxury. She's about her stuff. She's sure of herself. So, you know, maybe the Hierophant is here to say, like, find your balance between earth and sky, you know. Get internal, go within, get grounded. This guy looks like a funny guru. The look on his face is really funny. He's just kind of clueless. So if you're feeling sort of, I don't know, like in the dark, like that, I don't know, are you having an intuitive hit that something's not quite right? If so, get grounded, pay attention. Get grounded, pay attention. And if someone is controlling you or like being sort of controlling, and you feel a little bit restricted, even though if this person's sort of like promising you all the like unicorns and rainbows and roses, pay attention not to the words, pay attention to the actions more. How do you feel? How do you feel in your gut when you're around this person? Do you feel good? Like, pay attention to that. Get tuned into that. Because I don't know, I just have this weird feeling with this Emperor and this Ace of Pentacles here. Like, there's just an energy there of like, and the Queen of Wands too. Like, she came out in the bottom, right? And she's sort of like, she wears a mask, sometimes a false mask. So it's possible the person you're dealing with is kind of wearing a false mask. But I feel some manipulative vibes over here. So, you know, the Fool, followed by the Page of Wands, I would say is sort of the advice to you would be to like, find your groove. Find your groove. What makes you happy? Do things that help you get grounded and sort of tap into your intuition so you can kind of feel like where this person's really coming from. And if you're dealing with someone who might be sort of like all about them, maybe they don't listen to you as well. It might be a person who like talks about themselves a lot and things like that. Like, if there's no room for you in this, even though this person might be like offering you all kinds of nice things or nice fluffy words, yeah, pay attention to how you feel, because you deserve to be seen and heard in a relationship. And if you're dealing with someone who might tend to have some like narcissistic tendencies, they don't always, there's not always room for the other party to exist in the relationship in their full like beaming light. And I feel like you need to exist like that, because I feel like you are finding your footing and your enlightenment. But I feel like maybe that's part of what like the life reading was alluding to. Like, maybe you've gone down this path before in the past with people like this. And so maybe in January, you're kind of hitting that shift where you are knowing more about yourself and your patterns, and where you really, what you want your life to look like. And if you have dealt with people like that in the past, I guarantee that you don't want to be dealing with them anymore. So yeah, get grounded, go within and ask yourself why. What are you attracting to in that type of vibe? Like, are you attracting to unavailable people because maybe that's something you've experienced in your past and maybe you're trying to heal that wound? Like, not trying to get too psychological here, but like that's just is what it is when we gravitate towards this kind of emperor type of person, right? So yeah, that's it for love. I'm just gonna say, like, I feel this like big hit of like, be cautious, get grounded, like get in tune with like, what does this really feel like for you? Because this energy feels a little bit off to me. I've seen this energy before, so yeah, just caution. All right, Taurus. So sorry it's not all fluffy and rainbows all the time, but I don't really sugarcoat the messages that come through. I'm going to tell you the energy that I feel when I read the cards, and I'm not a reader who's just going to like give it to you nice because I want you to like come back and watch more readings. I'm going to just tell you what I see and feel. All right. So we're going to talk about Taurus for career for January 2022. Taurus career, January 2022. Taurus, if you have been like dealing with people who where you're like more of the giver, and if you've been dealing with people who take a lot, or maybe people who turn out to not be super kind to you, I feel like the message is just get grounded and love yourself. Because when you take some time to yourself and you really work on that self-love, you'll have a barrier and you won't have room for people to come in who treat you less than like really kind, right? So yeah, if you've seen that in your past, like, I guess to an extent, a lot of us have had to work on that type of thing. Self-love is the key, and self-love begins with self-trust. So self-trust begins with getting to know yourself, what you love to do, and things like that, right? So it's about falling in love with yourself first. Date yourself until you don't fall into that trap anymore. And even if you try and you kind of bump into the same thing, you'll know to retreat faster, and then you'll know there's a little more work to do, and that's kind of how that path goes to getting out of keeping looping back into that thing with the same type of person. Okay. Taurus career. January 2022, Taurus career. January 2022. Taurus career, January 2022. Hearing cut, so we're going to cut the deck a few times. Okay, Taurus. There we go with the Hanged Man again. All right. What is Taurus getting a new perspective with in their career for January 2022? It looked like the 10 of Pentacles that was going to come out. Let's see if it comes out again. Taurus career 2022. You want to know what's interesting, Taurus? You've had the 6 of Wands in all 3 spreads. I feel like you're going to have success with whatever you're working on. I feel like you're working on some really internal heavy shifts and changes. A lot of people are with everything that we've been through in the last couple years. It's caused a lot of people to shift and change, you know, to make major changes, to become more aware. So I just feel like you're finding your awareness. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this is about work. So let's talk about work. Ay, too many cards. This is the one I saw that wanted to come out. One more card. One more card. Okay. Okay. All right, Taurus. Okay, again, so I feel like your life sector, I mean, it makes sense that it's sort of branching out into your love reading and into your, like, it's touching and tapping into your love reading and your career reading. Again, with work, like, I just feel like there's some perspective shift. You might be planning something new. You might be like, see how this page is like curious about this wand. He's looking at it like, huh, like maybe you're looking at something different, something new that you want to do. Maybe you're cultivating a new idea of something that you want to do. I feel like you're definitely going through a lot of transformation in your life right now. And I hope that filters through in your love life, because, you know, that's a big place that looks like it, you know, could use some healthy transformation. Anyway, so we're here to talk about career here. So you've got a shift in perspective. Maybe it's a shift about what makes you happy. Maybe it's a shift in your ideas about what success looks like. Yeah, so it's possible that you're looking at growing new ideas about what you want to do when it comes to how you make your money. I feel like you've got like a nice transformation happening. I feel like in your work sector, you've got, you're getting sure of yourself. You're getting grounded. Like, this Empress, she's all the elements. She's like the what would I call her? Like the elemental queen. Like, she's all four queens. Empress is like, if you're having transformation into the Empress, it goes like this: perspective shift, transformation right into the Empress, right? And she's an amazing card to get, because when you're in your Empress energy, you know what you want, you know what you're doing, you're sure of your abilities, you don't worry about a lot, you just go, you just move. So you might be sort of shifting into this energy in January when it comes to your work. Maybe you've been carrying some burdens. Maybe you're a little bit tired where work is concerned. But I feel like you're moving out of that burdened energy and into really balanced, happy energy. Four of Wands, it can talk about marriage, but we're here to talk about career. So I'm just looking at the way, see how these wands are aligned, and they're aligned in perfect balance. And this card can also talk about happy community. So maybe you're sort of shifting into a work vibe or some kind of career money-making vibe where you're happier. Maybe you're moving out of burden and into happiness. But I think that the way to go about it, if you're not already like collaborating, is to definitely talk to people that you trust. Talk to people who have had success in whatever it is that you're looking at when it comes to making money. Talk to people who, or if you don't talk to people who have had success in that field, study about people who have had success in that, right? Like, look at people who have done great things with what it is that you're curious about, and look at sort of how they got there, right? And, you know, remember that, like, when you're having transformation in your career house, like, or in your career sector, that it's going to be really normal to have some dips and failures. And if you study, like, every great person that's come before you in what it is that you're looking at, experienced some kind of defeats before they got successful, before they got to this victory and success card, right? So it's either like talk to people that you trust. Don't confide your like career and business ideas in people who ever make you feel not worthy or people who make you doubt yourself. Go and talk about those things with people who hype you up and tell you, yes, you can. You know, we all have those two different kind of people in our lives. We have people who are lean towards the negative side and who are always like telling us what's wrong. Confide in and collaborate with people who are telling you what's right, who are looking at the positives. And you'll find your balance. And again, you've got victory here. So this card is really standing out to me. It's really calling out like just seek guidance. Look to people who are happy in their lives with what they do. Look to people who have found success in what they're doing. Look at those people who are manifestors, right? Those people who see the idea and they go, they don't just like talk about ideas. Talk to the people who are about executing ideas. And when you tune in your radar to find those people in your life, you'll start to notice who's about it and who's talking about it. You know, be about it. Don't just sit and talk ideas. Go to the people who are executing those ideas, who are trying and maybe trying and failing, but trying again and like on that road, taking action, right? So take action and be around people who are taking action. Stay in your Empress mode. When you feel a little bit doubtful, get quiet, you know, go into your meditative mode and get centered back on, it sounds really simple when we say think happy thoughts, right? But to me, the Empress is about like, it really is sort of as simple. Think about future prospects that make you happy rather than future prospects that make you in fear. Okay, stay away from the ideas that make you in fear. Empress, she stays in like, I'm going to make this work. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm having success. That is like what her gig is. I'm having success. She is like, this is me. This is my card. I have success. I've got this. I know, like, trust in your ability. Yeah. So yeah, trust yourself. Affirm to yourself that you are enough, you are worthy, you can do this, you have valuable ideas, and you, yeah, it looks like your perception, your perspective on a lot of things is changing. So that's really awesome. So just stay in that flow. Stay in that flow. You're flowing right towards happiness with people around you who support you, people around you who support you. So yeah, look for that vibe. All right, Taurus, that is your career reading. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, you can check your sun, moon, and rising. You might find more resonance in your other aspects. And stay tuned. We're going to be putting out a lot more Taurus readings. We'll be doing love readings. We're going to do a lot of different kind of readings. We're going to play with a lot of different kind of readings this year. So please hit like, share, and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, and the more I can grow the channel, the more I can bring readings out to you. And if you hit the subscribe button, it'll give you the little notifications bell, and if you click all, it'll notify you when I put readings out, and so you'll be the first to know when new readings come out. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and take care, Taurus.